Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking a look at something really awesome, and that is this large 3x3 pixel display that can be built in survival vanilla Minecraft. No need for command blocks here. Now the cool thing about this one is that it is also infinitely expandable to some extent. Now the reason that I mention the some extent part is because if you were to make it ridiculously large, the delay between one end and the other would pretty much make it unusable, but we'll skim over that one because it works absolutely perfectly in this 5x5 screen, so let's take a closer look at it. For those of you who have been subscribed for quite some time now, you may recognise certain elements of this build, and that is because this is an improved version of the simple programmer, which really wasn't that simple. The design that you see in front of you is half the size and also a little bit faster due to the fact that we are now using updated redstone mechanics, because the other one, it's a little bit dated. That said, the video is one of my favourites that I've ever put out on this channel. I seem to remember spending absolutely hours editing it, so if you do want to check it out, a link to that one will be down in the description. I feel like I have waffled on for long enough now. How about we take a look at this thing in action? Now you may notice I have got myself 4 buttons up here, and they correspond to the 4 different slides. Now you may also notice that there are some command blocks down here. Do not worry, these are not part of the build, they just allow me to transfer a signal from here over to here without using any redstone wires. So anyway, let's take a look at our first frame. As you can see, that will pop in now, and yes, it is a little bit laggy, and sometimes we do get some lights coming on at different times, but that is because there is a lot of things happening at once. We've got ourselves a circle, and then this one should be a slightly smaller circle, and then this one here is just the middle pixel that you can see, and then this one at the end is our giant smiley face. Now no, I haven't got too ambitious with the animating, and that is because I am not particularly arty. I'm sure you can come up with something better than I can, but I thought I would do some kind of demonstration to show you what it's all about. Now as far as the redstone is concerned, there really is quite a lot for me to talk about, so what I thought I would do is run you through a bunch of the elements and components of this design that allows it to work. So the first thing that we have got is this little yellow circuit down at the bottom here, and this is our RS NOR latch array, or button selector panel if you want to use the layman's term. But basically what this allows us to do is give off one output at all times. So if we select this button over here, you can see that they are all deselected, and then this one comes on, and then if we hit this button, as you can see, it works once again. That specific redstone output then travels up this redstone line going into each one of these. Now these are our decoders. It looks like quite a big grid and probably looks a little bit daunting, but I'm going to be going into a little bit more detail on how this all works in a little bit. But the output from our decoder then travels through these repeaters and goes into our screen itself, which then turns that redstone output into something that can be displayed as a pixel, a nice 3x3 square, because let's be honest, that definitely looks the best. So now onto the explanation of the decoder. It's gonna get complicated. What we have in front of us is just one of the modules, 1 pixel from our screen, and if you take a look at it like this, it really isn't too complicated, is it? All that thing over there is just a bunch of them multiplied over and over and over, 25 times of course, and then you get yourself something that looks a bit like that. But anyway, the actual decoder itself is extremely simple in principle. What we have here is this is the main line that is going to be running into our pixel. Anywhere where there is redstone dust, that means that our pixel is going to be on, and anywhere where there is a comparator or a repeater, that is where it is going to be off. So up here we have got our different frames, frame 1, 2, 3 and 4, and judging by our redstone dust on frame run, our pixel is going to be turned on. So if we flick the lever, you can see the pixel turns on. But in frame number 2, you can see that we have got a comparator which is stopping this redstone from being powered. So if we flick this lever on, you will see absolutely nothing happens. But in frames 3 and 4, both times our pixel is on. So there we go. You can see that that is how it all works. When you take a look at it like this, it is a lot simpler to understand. I guess something like this looks a little bit daunting, doesn't it? One quick thing that I want to mention towards the end of this video is that you can have as many frames as you like for this build, but I would suggest only going as high as 10, and that is because it would take far too long for the redstone signal to reach the screen, and once again, it wouldn't really work too well. But if you do want to check this out in a little bit more detail, I will be including a world download in the description down below, so you can check that out for yourself. And also, if you would like a tutorial for this one, then please do let me know in the comments section. But if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.